Okay. What's up, guys? So I am making a video just to recap on some of the trades that I've taken recently. Um, One of those trades being um, XRT. So I just want to go over this real quick. So when we're looking at this chart, you can see here we're in a massive trading range, right? We've got a clear resistance right around this area right here, 76 area. And then if we go look at the weekly time frame, you can see it's a large range. We kind of created this base down here and held support and have just been trading in that range. So going really far out, you can see on the monthly chart, we had kind of a reversal. We couldn't get above these EMAs. We broke above them, closed above them, had a candle that held it, and was looking good so far. And then from there, we look at the weekly chart again, kind of the candlestick formation. So you can see here, we broke out above this high and then came back and retested it. So right here, we broke above and then from there came back, retested it, and then we looked for entries last week. So from there, when we're looking at it from this perspective on the daily time frame, you can see here we created this high, higher low, went up and made a new high here, pulled back, higher high, pulled back, and then made that ultimate high. Then pulled back, broke structure, right? Held the EMAs though. Then we had this pullback, came up, and then now this is the level to break right here, right? This area right here was the level to break because that was a lower high that made a lower low. So once we came up, rejected that initially, and then just traded back and forth. But then this day here, we had a high volume candle, which broke above this high. So we broke above this high here. So you can see here, this day tried to break above it, closed right at it, and then rejected. This day here, we finally closed above that right there. And then once we did that, we gapped down, probably to shake some people out. But the play is not invalid until we break this level here, because this is the higher low that made the higher high. So we broke structure to the upside, pulled back, and then we entered on this day here. So we entered on this candle here. You can see momentum shifting to the upside. We got the stacked EMAs. We look good. And honestly, one of the things that was added confluence for me was it looked very similar to this Microsoft trade right here. And that's why I was looking at this trade. It's kind of like an awkward looking bull flag. But basically from there, we just held on. And then once we had the move up, we were up 155% here. I took profits and rolled it. We had CPI the next day, and I knew that was a high risk situation. So I decided, okay, I'm going to only risk a small portion of my profits and size for zero for the next day. And ultimately we had that gap down. But what I did was I just cut the positions at minus 50%. So the chart looked good. The only thing that was standing in the way was CPI. So I did want to have some exposure, not cut my winner early. And so we did that with small size for zero position, only risking about 25% of our profits that we made on this actual full position, because we didn't trim at all until we took full profits here and rolled it into that smaller position. And then basically we lost 50% on that half size position. So it ended up still being a huge winner because we only risked a little bit going into CPI just in case we got a big gap up into that 75.81 level. Looks like we may be making a rebound, but it's not my setup anymore and I'm no longer in it. So I'm moving on. I'm in some other trades right now. So that's kind of the recap on that trade there. Hope this helps and thanks.